numbers on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this move.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Takes it at the 7th. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Powell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down and 4. Powell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Howell. Samuel bringing in the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. But certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs.
Now they send a man in motion right.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Touchdown! Colin Johnson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Slide for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And now off to the races down the right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Hey, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Howell looking to throw again. He's got it to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 55 yards. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because
well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
They're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
A handoff for Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
On 2nd and 12, Purdy.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 38. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing here, Howell.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
And here's a give to Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And my goodness, another interception.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Purdy off the play fake. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And they will remain well behind. The tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Gets this out quickly to Dodson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there...
And now here's another interception.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
They're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.